I'm glad you brought your wife. This will be great. Welcome, everyone. This is Let's Live, Let's Love, Let's Laugh. It's so big. Almost as big as my husband's penis, right? I love you, babe. I love you. No, it's always good to flatter your husband's penis size. And Steven's here somewhere. Where's Steven? Okay, great. Steven is my gay co-worker at Solar City, and it's so refreshing to have like a guy that you work with that you can also talk to about penises. I've never had that before in my life. It's great. Who else do we have here? Oh, we have a couple. This is my friend Ashley and Jose. They were the only two people at Dean and I's wedding, which was great. Jose's first time meeting Dean was at Dean's wedding, which was really a great best man. And then we have the people here on the left. Daphne's a really good friend of mine from Toronto. We went to university together, and we went to a Super Bowl party on Sunday. Yeah, so I feel so American. What was it? The great thing about that was, okay, so last comedy show, I had a guy come from SpaceX, and I told him, like, hey, look, if you ever have a holiday party at SpaceX, I'll be your and one if you can't find a woman to sleep with to go. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be a cock block. I shouldn't be taking that away from him. So a day before the SpaceX holiday party, I got a Facebook message from him. Hi, this is and one, which was really great. So I went out, I bought these crazy high heels. I know they're crazy, but I wanted another excuse to wear them. Because I really wanted Elon Musk to be there and be like, I love your shoes so much that Tesla's going to sponsor your next comedy tour. And I'd be like, oh my God, that's so generous of you. Elon, that's fantastic. He was there with his children, and he left early. I did not leave early. I got super drunk, and there was this crazy like rave. It was open bar. It was really cool. It was like a carnival, and then there was a casino that they had, and then they had this rave with this DJ and everything like that. And so the very next day was Super Bowl. And I felt bad because, like, Daphne, like, she's like, oh, do you want to go to the Super Bowl party with me? And I was really hungover, and I was at work, and I was like, is there chili? So I said, like, is there chili at the Super Bowl party? And that's how she messaged her friend. She's like, I'm going to message my friend, being like, hey, is there chili? Because that's the only way my friend Michelle's going to come. And she messaged me, there's not just chili, there's nachos and wings. And then I texted my boss, being like, oh, I feel really sick, I'm going home. At 2 p.m. on the day of the Super Bowl. I wonder what I was doing. I didn't get fired though, so that's fantastic. So working well. We got some people from the Home Depot. You guys know I work outside of the Home Depot at Sunset and Western, so thank you HD crew. I have a random person from Reddit, because I'm a huge nerd and he came. I was like, husband, sit beside this guy, because he came from Reddit. And who else we have? I have my Aussie friend, and him and I met so randomly at a Reddit Survivor meetup. Really niche, but we both love Survivor and Reddit, and he's Australian, and that's cool. He's with somebody. I got some meetings. Who else I got? I got Kathy's friend Nora and her programmer husband, so they're going to be friends. My husband's a programmer too, so I set them up on like a little friendship thing. I got some more Solar City people. One guy actually is a comedian, but I posted on Facebook, hey, Solar City's hiring, does anyone want a job? He messaged me, I hooked him up, and he got hired, so I think he came, yeah, that's pretty cool. I actually get shares for every sale he makes because I refer him, so work hard and diligent. Don't drink too much. Tomorrow's a big day, it's Sunday. We make a lot of our sales on Sunday. Don't drink too much. He's cut off. Daryl's not allowed to drink anymore. And then I have another friend that I met at 55 Degree Wine, and it's his birthday. When was your birthday, Andrew?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Happy birthday! More HD people. I have a client that came. I sent a site visit. He wanted solar potentially, and I sent someone, and he didn't want solar, but I didn't care because he became my fan, and that's really the main thing. I work there only to cultivate more fans. That's the only reason I work there. Chris Press is a new FEC. He's gonna know so much about me now. Adam recently got fired from Solar City. So I said, hey, you should come here. We'll pick you back up. We'll pick you back up. Sorry for talking about Solar City so much. Probably just hate my guts. Who else do we got? There's some people in the back, more HD people. I think I pretty much covered anyone. Did I miss anybody? Okay, good. Now we're all friends. Look at that. Yeah, I'm not weird. I'm just Canadian. All Canadians are like this. I promise you. No, I'm just kidding. kidding. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit of story to start things off. Okay, so imagine me, but I'm in Toronto in my old apartment about, I don't know, a year ago. And I go and I open the door of my apartment to get into my car, got on a few errands, and my car is not there. And I'm like, oh fuck. The first thing I thought was, did it get stolen? Okay, right, that's the obvious thing. But then I remembered it was Monday morning, and I parked on my street on the weekend when you're allowed to park, but during rush hour you are not. So I was like, oh shit. So I went home, and I googled like what happens when you park legally, and I saw this thing for JP Towing. And so I called them, and I was like, hey, do you have like a white Mazda? And they're like, what's the license plate number? And I'm like, it's on the car. I don't know what the license plate number is. It was my boyfriend. It was his car. And like mainly, I wanted to call JP Towing first because I didn't want to tell him I made a mistake. I wanted to take care of it without him knowing. That was like the mission. But then I had to call him at work and be like, what's your license plate number? And he was like, why? And I'm like, oh, you know, the car got towed and the baby. I'll take care of it. That's fine. So anyways, I go to JP Towing. I take the public transit because, again, the car's towed. And the guy, and it's not too bad. It's called the TTC in Toronto. It's actually pretty good. I like the TTC. Good subways, streetcars. If you've ever seen them, they're very lovely. Anyways, so I get to JP Towing, and the guy was kind of short with me on the phone. He was like, okay, yes, we have your car. It's going to be $260 to get it out. And that was for one day. Has anyone here got their car towed in LA before? Yeah, how much is it? Is that expensive? More? Okay. All right, well, maybe Canadians are nicer. So it was $260. Yeah, like the Canadian dollar just crashed, if you didn't know. It's been really painful moving here this time. It's been crippling. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Thank you. Peter's moving to Maryland soon. He just got promoted. Good for Peter. Anyways, so I get my car back, but the guys behind the desk were actually cracking a lot of jokes, and I was like, oh man, this seems like a cool place to work. And I was just like a full-time comedian, so I wasn't really making any money. And so $260 was a lot of money to just lead. So I asked the guy, like, hey, are you hiring? And they're like, yeah, we're hiring. And I was like, oh my God. And they're like, yeah, give us your email. So I emailed them, and they scheduled me for an interview. And I was like, wow, I'm glad my clear display of poor planning was not a detriment to getting this job. Like, the only reason I'm there is because I'm an idiot. Like, that's the only reason I'm there. Like, let's hire this person to manage this place. Anyways, so at the interview, the woman's name was Jackie. And she sits down, she's like, oh, Michelle, I'm sorry I'm late. We were retardedly busy today. And I was like, did you just say, like, in an interview, did you just say? And then she's like, oh yeah, you know, this place gets really retardedly busy, and blah, blah, blah. And she dropped the retard bomb about 5 times. And that actually endeared me to JP Towing. I was like, oh my God, I go on stage and talk about anal beads. This place is going to be perfect. It's going to be so perfect for the things that I say into. It really is. I'm not going to say the joke this time. I said it in a previous show, so we're not going to bust that joke out again. But you know, maybe I'll say it in a year or something. It'll be like, hey, you know, a year in LA, here's the anal beads joke again. Anyways, so I get the job. And what was crazy about that place is that people would come in and they're so angry that you've taken their car. And so one guy came in and he's like, all ticket officers are faggots. And I was like, oh my God, sir. And he's like, oh, no offense to homos. And I was like, but like he was so genuine in that statement that I almost gave it like half a brownie point. Like he was a bigot that was trying. So I'll give him a little small something for that. But people would call in and they're such liars. They'd be like, oh my God, like if I don't get into my car, I'm gonna have a medical emergency. My pills are in the car. Like you have to turn it around. And I'm like, this, I can't do that. Like I recommend if you have a medical emergency to go to the hospital and they'll take care of you. And then you can come pick up your car after they have tons of your pills. And then there was one woman, oh my God. So I'm talking to her and she's so mad and she's just, this is what she said to me and it still haunts me. She's like, the next time something bad happens to you, you remember me. God, man, did you just curse me? Like, what's happening? But the best one, the very, 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 very best one was a woman and she called And she was so mad. She's like, you fucking stole my car. And I was like, I did not steal your car, miss. And she's like, I fucking parked legally. I paid for parking. This is outrageous. I can't believe this. She's screaming at me, screaming at me. And then at the very end of the conversation, she's like, Michelle? I was like, Jessica? It was literally my boyfriend's sister, who doesn't even live in Toronto. She was there to pick up flowers for a wedding that I was going to be attending. It was so... And she was lying because I looked at her little thing and she totally parked blocking a bike lane. So, yes. But the beauty about this place, and at first you might be like, this is a crazy place to work. And I didn't work there for very, very long. But the beauty about working there is that then, fast forward, I moved to Los Angeles. And I meet this girl, Catherine, who's in the audience. And we meet at an open mic, and she was new from Chicago, I was new from Toronto, and we struck up a friendship. And I was like, what's your dream? Like, what's your absolute dream? Because we both moved here, we were so like no family, no friends, really bottomed out. And, oh, I had Daphne, of course, I'm sorry. I had Daphne, of course, no. I'm so, okay, see, that's why I introduced everyone, so that when I burn Daphne, you can all get behind how much of a burn that was. So, yay, introduction. I mean, I had a few amazing friends that were very busy with roller derby. And I'm sorry, you want to go there? My room for oh my god, okay, me and Daphne are gonna fight, she's totally gonna win. I got these heels! Okay, no, we're not gonna fight, I'm not wearing underwear, like I said before. Anyway, so I meet Catherine, and I was like, what's your dream? And she's like, my dream would be to be like an actress in a comedy that I write for myself. And I was like, oh, well, you know what's kind of funny? I used to work at this police impound and I would tweet all these crazy customers that I had. And then someone wrote to me that they smell a sitcom. So once a week we meet up and we've called it Impounded. And my character is going to be a struggling comedian that's trying to, make it and all these crazy things that happen to her at the police impound. And she's a struggling model who, all these crazy things happen in her life. Like one time she told me that she went to this bar mitzvah after party in Miami where these rich Jewish people paid her to dress up in a dress of napkins, and then throughout the night when they pull off the napkins, she just gets more and more scantily clad. And this is a real thing! So it's like, you tell me all these crazy things, like she had this Uber driver that wanted to, not an Uber driver, a guy in Long Beach that wanted to pay her to make out with him on the beach for 30 seconds. Like $200 or something like that. She's like, should I do it? And I'm kind of like, welcome to LA. So we have all these crazy things. Long story short, Catherine and I are the next Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. Just letting you know. So when it happens, you'll be like, holy shit, we remember when they were mediocrely funny at That was cool. It was cool. Right, Peter? Okay. I'm Cupid. I don't even think I can I didn't want to actually get a lawsuit. It's America. I'm not going to throw that in someone's face. Okay, so we're going to kick things off. We have a stacked deck. I think I had way more time than I anticipated, but I love all of you people. You've been super lovely. Your first comedian of the night. Give it up for Abby Roberge, everybody.
Thanks for being here. These strangers to show me love today. I feel kind of self-conscious. If you're wondering why I'm dressed like a busboy, it's because I'm currently on the clock at a place where I bust dishes, so don't snitch. They think I'm taking a shit right now. Here. I got long hair. I dyed it last week for the first time. It was a big step, Took a lot of bravery, and I was really proud of myself. And then I posted a photo on Facebook, and everyone started commenting a lot of mean things. I've got every different reference. They got Jared Leto from Fight Club, every 80s villain, the kid from Harry Potter, I go from Rocky, Hitler Youth, Hitler's Wet Dream, Faggot. That's just what they wrote. Douchebag. And it's not a Hitler Youth haircut. Okay? That's what I told them. I also dug myself in a hole, didn't I, just making that list. That's okay. I'll dig myself out. It's not a Hitler Youth haircut, though. It's funny, I didn't tell anyone that wrote this, everyone that wrote Hitler Youth haircut, I didn't tell them this. When I see another guy with the same haircut, we give each other a little head nod. So it's kind of a Hitler Youth haircut. Go for a high five. Get it? Yeah. He gets it. Oh, man. What's happening? 2016, man. We're deep into it now. We're 2 months in already. This is the year I get fucking shredded. I'm working on it. I'm working hard. Last year I wanted to get shredded, and I failed. I went on a juice cleanse. I don't recommend juice cleanse. You guys all, have you done the juice cleanse before? Which one did you do?
I did like a 3-day one, and my assistant almost died.
Yeah, see, it's hard. That's better than the one I did, though. Mine was worse. I did 10 days, nothing but Sunny D. I got fatter. Specify the juices you can do, man. You guys know what the paleo diet is? Yeah. So basically, for those of you who don't know, it's this diet you eat stuff that cavemen had access to, right? Like nuts and berries and stuff like that, because I guess cavemen were like shredded or some shit. You know? But if I'm not mistaken, didn't cavemen die of old age when they were like 12? Fuck that diet, man. I'll do the paleo lifestyle. I'll wear a loincloth and sleep under a bridge. And people are like, yeah, are you homeless? Nah, man, it's trying to get fucking shredded. I just want to get in good enough shape that no growth never break. Were you guys just finger snapping?
It's that vibe.
It is the vibe. Am I that smooth? Like, this guy's got a jazz musician vibe. I'm not mad at you. I'm just, yeah. Just wait till the sax guy gets here. Then he'll start clapping and throwing off his rhythm. Oh man, no, but really, I want to get in good enough shape that no girl can ever break my heart again. That's my fitness goal. Check this out. Like I'm too jealous. Like I mean, I hook up with chicks, but like I'm too jealous to like be in a relationship though. Like I'll meet a girl one time, have one conversation with her, immediately fall in love, and then find out she has a boyfriend and go, oh, this bitch is cheating on me. Do that. What about the time we got our coffee orders mixed up at Starbucks? That joke did the least, but like it's my favorite one. I don't drink anymore, right? So it's like, try to hit on girls without that blind confidence alcohol give me, you know, because before when I drank, I was smooth, I could talk, and, you know, I could lie, I could say a bunch of shit, you know. I was fat, but I could talk, you know. Turns out without alcohol, I'm kind of an awkward guy. But I figured out this trick has been helping me a lot, talk to girls. What you gotta do, you gotta place your hand on the girl's hips for 10 seconds, right? 10 seconds. Because it's scientifically proven to release endorphins and get the girl to like it, okay? Here's a tip with that, though. Don't count out loud. Hey, my name's Andrew. What's your name? Tiffany? Tiffany, Mississippi. Mississippi. Trying to be a gentleman, too, you know? Bitches love gentlemen. You get that, right? Come on, you're the guy who gets things. Yeah, there we go. But check it out, I was talking to this girl, and she's like, there's no gentleman anymore. Back in the 50s, men were gentlemen. Back in the 50s, men would give up their chair and open the door. But just let me, shh. But you know what else men did back in the 50s? Beat the shit out of you if dinner wasn't ready. Pick one, okay? Probably a joke, we can laugh at that. Anti-guys in their 50s jokes. Yeah. You guys always have my back. So, I'll get you girls back on my side. Okay, so I was talking to my friend, and he was like, I don't watch strippers anymore. You know why? Because strippers, that's someone's daughter. Like he's the dopest dude ever. Like he's a fucking saint, you know? He's like, I don't watch them because strippers are someone's daughter. But if you think about it, that's the most sexist thing you can say, because you're not even taking the woman into account, you know? Like, you just don't want to piss off some dude you've never even met before, you know? Like, if you see somebody hitting a dog, you don't go, hey, quit hitting that dog. That's Jim's dog. Because you don't quit hitting that dog because it's cute and has feelings, you know? That joke's like a 3 funny, but a 9.5 smart. So, you guys have never thought of that angle before. Never. No one in this room has ever been that introspective, so that's why I have the microphone. I don't drink, right? Because I used to do this thing where I drink all my grocery money before payday. I don't know if you guys have ever done this. It fucking sucks, right? So I'd like do things to like scam, like I'd scam places for food a lot. Like one of the things I'd do is I go to Chipotle, right? And get the biggest burrito they have. Now Chipotle, it takes 9 seconds for your card to get your money. So if you finish your burrito in that 9 seconds, it's a free burrito, dude. I'll leave you guys with this quick story. I'm a god in Scientology now. Yeah, buckle up. We're going there. Me and my friend, we watched that. You guys aren't Scientologists, right?
No.
Okay, it's cool. If you're a Scientologist, snitch, okay? I didn't do it. Yeah. So me and my friend, we watched that HBO documentary Going Clear, right? And you guys seen it? It's all about how crazy Scientology is. And so we're like, oh, that's crazy. That's like 2 miles away from our house. Let's go there and check it out because we're losers. We have a lot of free time. And so we're driving there, and I called my friend Steve, and I was like, yo, Steve, we're gonna go fuck around the Church of Scientology. Come with. He's like, no way, man. That's a cult. They're gonna brainwash you. They're gonna take all your money. And I was like, look, Steven, I grew up on like a hippie Hare Krishna commune, and I'm in AA. Like, I know cult tricks, okay? You're not gonna get me with that. Plus, you can't be in 3 cults in one lifetime. It's just, yeah, you know? So we're driving there, and we walk up to the door of the building, and we go in, and we wanted them to wow us, right? We wanted them to like show us the spaceship, you know? And so they start asking us questions, and they're like, what do you do? And I was like, I'm a trust fund baby that's never been on the internet before. And they got rock hard. Idiots, money, dude. And so they bring us into the sales office, right? And they get really mad if you call it the sales office, by the way. It's like the Hope Center or some shit. But it feels just like a timeshare presentation. And we watch these videos, we do a personality test, right? And they bring back the test results, and they said I was the most depressed person they've ever seen in their entire life. And they said Ari was also the most depressed person they've ever seen. Something's fishy here, right? And they said I was the most unmotivated, well, I enunciated that word. Unmotivated person they've ever seen in their entire life. And I was like, that's true, but fuck you, you know? I figured out the trick of motivation. This is what I do, because I'm a lazy piece of shit. And what I do now is I live every moment of my life like the girl of my dreams is on the way over to my house. Like 2 weeks ago, this girl texted me, Friday night, 2 a.m. She's like, hey, I'm going to be at your house in 30 minutes. In that 30 minutes, I cleaned my apartment, I worked out, I did the dishes, I filed my taxes, I got my own apartment without a roommate in that 30 minutes. Or I just told her I don't have a roommate, one of the two. I just gotta live every moment like that. Anyways, this is where the story gets crazy, right? We leave the sales office and we start walking around. I have no idea where we're going because we want to see something crazy, right? We go into the basement of the building. We're walking down the hallway. We're cutting corners, having no idea. And this guy stops us and he's like, hey! And we're like, oh fuck, like they're gonna throw us in Scientology prison, you know? Like, make us fucking watch Top Gun over and over and over. And then he goes, are you guys in the purification program? And I'm like, yeah, because I quick on my feet, you know? And then he goes, great, you want to be in the photo shoot? And And I was like, yeah, we want to be in the photo shoot. So they bring us into the purification room, right? It's basically this room where you sit in a sauna for like 30 days and only eat vitamins until you're like ready to get brainwashed, right? And they're like, where's the uniforms? And I was like, oh, I forgot them. I'm quick on my feet. And they're like, get a new uniform to the assistant. They come back, brand new uniforms with us. We put them on. We ended up stealing the uniforms, which was dope because they didn't have to buy Halloween costumes. Right? We have a full professional photo shoot in the purification room, having no idea what it's for. We end up leaving, everything's fine. And then I found out this month, me and Ari are in December's issue of Scientology's Reality Magazine, page 6. What? You know what's funny too? I gave them all my real information, and they still call me less than Equinox does. Should have closed it with stronger. Thank you guys very much. It's awesome to be here.
Keep on rapping! Here's the thing that I thought. Have you ever kind of wanted to know your lifetime stats of stuff? Do you know what I mean? Like I always wondered, like, how many kilometers have I driven, like in my entire life, miles, whatever. How many, because I've been driving since I was 16 years old. I've had a lot of jobs where I've had to commute. I just think that that's a really interesting lifetime stat, right? Like, or how many times have you had sex in your life? I don't know, right? That's a big one. Here's another one. How many times has a finger been in my butt? Okay, think about it. I don't know what your guys' answers is. But also, how many times has a penis been in my butt? Because I want to know the conversion rate. Is that too dirty? I think it was way too dirty. I literally was like, I wonder how many times. It doesn't matter. I just really want to know how many times Dean got successful. Okay, we're going to keep things rolling. That was a really great intro to Catherine, I think. No, there's no correlation there. This is my partner in crime. Keep it going for Catherine McCarthy!
It took me a minute. Did it take you guys a minute to know what that meant? The finger in the butt and the penis? It took me one. I was like, what does she mean? I think it just means like how many fingers makes up a penis. 3. I don't know about your penis, Dean. We're not that close. I can't talk about that. Nope. Great start. So you guys know a little bit about me, unfortunately, from what Michelle told you. I did not meet that guy on the beach to make out with him. It was going to be 30 seconds, but then he called me the day before and he was like, you're going to have to be in a bikini. And I was like, no. I'm not comfortable with that. That was like my line, was the bikini. But now I'm like so poor that I'm like looking for that email. Where is it? God, I'm not like poor, but like I'm definitely signing up for Tinder soon. Because they feed women there. I met Michelle when we moved here. We were both like wallowing in depression. But now 6 months later, I think we're doing better. Michelle is married. First V-Day, being a married lady. And you know, my mom just texted me that she sent me a Valentine's Day card. So I think we're both doing really well. Really well. My grandma keeps texting me that she's praying for me. What does she know that I don't know? God. Can't figure it out. Michelle drove me the other day to an audition. Yeah, I go on audition. It was for, the type was trendy, edgy, Alanis Morissette Portland type, tattoos and piercings welcome. I I don't know if you guys have eyeballs, but let me just, I've never been described as edgy, okay? Like maybe in a room full of Disney princesses or kindergartners, then they'd be like, yeah, that girl, she looks messy enough to be trendy. Homeless or trendy. Didn't get it. Spoiler alert, did not get that part. It's going really well for me. Oh God, my gums keep bleeding. I'm really nervous right now. I hit myself in the face with the mic, and I'm like, oh God, there might be blood. So whoever's next, buckle up. I don't know what diseases I'm putting on this, but I looked it up online, and like it's either like all these terrible things, to be honest. Could be wrong with me. One of them though is pregnancy. It's like a sign that you might be pregnant. So I immediately took a picture of my bloody mouth and texted it to all the guys I've loved in the past 3 months with that fact. I'm the girl that gives like all girls a bad reputation. I'm that girl. Like if anyone's ever been called crazy, it's because I live in the world as a female. But I think that there's a lot of ladies in the audience. How many of you guys have been referred to as crazy or been like, oh, I'm being so crazy right now? You guys are done. You guys anomalies? Some of us are not being truthful. I will tell the truth though. I'll tell the bloody truth. I call myself crazy. I think it's unfair though, because I only get a little bit insane if you penetrate me. Okay? So like if you get all up in there, you might tap a crazy button. And then like maybe I want you to text me back or buy me nice coffee, okay? Same. Little tip, don't sleep with me unless you're gonna text me back. You guys, I was hanging out with a group of my friends recently, and they turned to me and they were like, Catherine, you are the one out of this group who would still be giving hand jobs. What? I know that I have pigtails in my hair, but here's the thing, I'm 24, I know where my mouth is, that is offensive. I do not, hand jobs are ridiculous. I also got into an argument with this dude, he was talking about the best hand job he ever got, which doesn't exist. If you're over 15, that's not a true statement. It's just, I just think you're an incredibly dumb person now. Because I was thinking about it, and it's like, it's like a bologna sandwich, okay? It's good because you don't know that there are other sandwiches out there. You know what I mean? Like, you could be eating a Reuben right now, or a Todd. Or if you're me, you're just like waiting for like a day-old sandwich with a lot of extra cheddar. Those snaps. Dear Lord. So, depending on how this goes. So, okay, I have a problem with the phrase daddy issues. You guys know that. You guys know that phrase, right? I was on a date the other day with this guy that we're not like boyfriend, girlfriend. We're like close-ish. I was sleeping with him for like a year and a half. He took me out the day before my grandfather's funeral, fucked me in the morning, came on my chest, and I didn't have time to shower, so I just like went to the funeral like the cum baby that I am, you know? It's like I'm fun. And so I was out to dinner with him, And we were talking about the holidays, and he was like, "How's your holiday?" And I said I was disappointed because I didn't get to see my father. And he just stopped me and rolled his eyes and said, "Oh, another girl with daddy issues." Here's the thing. Women don't have daddy issues, we have douchebag issues, that's for sure. Yeah, maybe my relationship with my father isn't that great and it contributes to like my fear of never being loved or being abandoned. But like right now, in this moment, looking at you, I just hate the asshole staring back at me. So like, pay the bill, take me home, fuck me, never call me, and become the one night stand you were supposed to be, okay? Shut the fuck up. Okay guys, you are amazing, and I'm gonna leave you with this little tidbit. It's a bold statement. I think that if I swallow your cum, stay with me, you should be open to going down on me in my period. It's all just half babies, guys. Alright, I'm Catherine. Give it up for your host, Dr. Steve. Oh my God. Sorry. Even more for Catherine McCafferty, everybody.
Oh my God, it's all these half babies. That one's so good. Okay. This is a quick story I'll tell you guys. Back in the day, I used to be more fun. I don't really party that much anymore, other than that SpaceX party. I don't do like, that much drugs or do anything crazy. But back in the day, I used to do more fun things. And in the morning, after a wild night out, around like maybe 10 o'clock in the morning, my friend started having a panic attack. And he was just like kind of coming down off drugs. So like I was like, I don't think you're dying. He's like, I'm dying, take me to the hospital. So I get in my car with two other friends and him, and we're driving him to the hospital. We come up to a red light, and I start slowing down. He's like, no, you have to run the red light. And I have to say to him, look, I'm not killing everyone in this car because you did 10 pills of ecstasy last night, And now I don't do drugs anymore, oh my God. And then I told this to Catherine, I was like, when we were talking, I was like, yeah, I feel like, we're good friends, but we're not like great friends, because I've seen my friends at their worst, and I told her that story, and she's like, oh man, I have to just do a bunch of drugs with you first to be considered close friends. And I was like, no, we'll find another way. She was like, we need to get some mushrooms right now. No, we're going crazy enough this way. We're gonna keep things rolling. Who do we have next? Oh yes, okay, good. This guy actually he runs a really cool show every Monday in Studio City called Comedy at the 6. Keep it going for Aaron Miller, everybody.
I'm sorry I'm late, guys. I was running in here. Oh, how are you? Is the show over? Did I miss my... I thought that would be the coolest place to enter. Why did you use the door? I wanted to use the door. How are you feeling? It's okay? Right? Use the door? I told Mr. Rogers and everybody just shit themselves. Okay, cool. Welcome. Hello. How's everybody doing? Good? Good? All right. Is there blood on this mic? Okay, cool. Oh man, good to be here. Echoes Under Sunset. We're saving some seats from front for this. Okay. Hello, people that aren't here yet. There's another mic in case somebody wants to join me. This is fun. I'm gonna get on the drum set in a minute, so it's gonna be good times. We got one person who's just like, I love Ringo. It's my favorite. Who was the one that played the drum? Okay, I just want to make sure I get my references right. I'm originally from Las Vegas. People are like, wow, that's really crazy. You're from Las Vegas, but honestly, I had the most boring upbringing. My dad was a magician. My mom was a stripper. Still. And I grew up in the pyramid. So, you know, pretty boring stuff. You guys know that's the light, the one with the light. Anyways. What happened? Did I miss something over there? A lot of inside jokes. This is cool, man. This is a good time. All right, let's get to some jokes. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow, so that's pretty cool, I guess. If you have somebody, if you don't, it's Sunday tomorrow. But I'm a single guy, obviously, and I mean I'm so sweaty. Can you guys see how sweaty I am? I'm just always sweaty. Oh, yeah. I had a friend who was like, well, you know how you can handle that? You get Botox in your armpits. That's a real thing? It is not, right? I saw it on Dr. Oz. No, and I was like, well, okay, you know what, but I don't know if I'm kind of a self-conscious guy, and I don't know if I want my armpits looking more younger than me. And I feel like they won't age, and that's not cool. I need armpits that's gonna look like me. No Botox in the armpits for sure. But anyways, I'm looking for, I want to get a dog. I'm in the market to get a dog. I think it's time. I'm in my 30s. My mom wants a baby. What's better than a dog? A baby. But a dog will work. She'll be okay with that. You know, get some photos, all dressed up, little mittens or whatever. And so I was looking for a dog online. I was like, you know, you can take these pedigree tests, like, which dog is right for you? And so I took this test. It's like 20 questions, just asking about my lifestyle and stuff, and got done with the test, and it just suggested, congratulations, you need a girlfriend. And I think I took the wrong test. So I'm looking for a girl who will go on a hike with me, who likes to cuddle all day, and won't hump my friends when they come over. That's not really much to ask for a relationship, is it? Yeah. I like you guys are mega responsible. Yeah, sweaty, drummers, yeah. It's interactive. I like that. Dogs are cool because, like, if you see somebody with a dog, you can talk to the dog, like, with the, and oh my goodness. But I see that happen with adults. I was at the grocery store and I saw a woman in the produce section with her son, and another woman who didn't know this little family comes up and starts talking to the kid. She's like, you can't do that. What are you doing? She's like, oh my God, your son is so cute. You are so cute. When you grow up, you're gonna be a real heartbreaker. Lady, that's a lot of pressure to put on a 5-year-old kid, okay? It's gonna fuck women's lives up later down the line. Why are you flirting with him? He's 5. Get on an app, a dating app, something. Jesus, lady. Also, that wouldn't happen the same if it was a man and his daughter, and another man decided to come and talk to the daughter. Phil would go like this, hey, what's up? Hey, is this your daughter? Really cute. Your daughter is so cute, man. Hey, I bet when you grow up, you're gonna date the whole wrestling team. Have a good day, buddy. Look, I think kids are rad. They're cool because they're like in their element. They don't give a shit about anybody. We lose that as adults, you know? They're just like constantly present. Thanks, preach on to me. Right? And I was at this party. There's one kid at the party. He's an adult party, but this 5-year-old kid, he was just in his element. He had a turtle shell on his back. It's not Halloween. He's got it figured out. You're like, oh, what else does he have? A nunchuck. And it wasn't, you're like, Aaron, no, I think it's nunchucks. No, because he just had the one and the chain, he's missing the other. Take it around the party, that's the other mic, we don't need it. I dropped the mic without dropping the mic, so there's it. And I didn't know this kid, so I'm like, hey buddy, which Ninja Turtle are you? And he goes, the real one, and he cartwheeled away from me. That's the fucking best way to get away from somebody you don't want to talk to. Just cartwheel away. I've been looking for an opportunity to do that for a while now. And then I got it. Last Saturday I was coming out of Target. This fucking guy with a clipboard makes a beeline to talk to me. I was like, here it is. This is my chance. He's gonna talk to me. I'm gonna fucking cartwheel. He comes over, he's like, excuse me, are you a registered voter? And I was like, nope. I cartwheeled away. It didn't work. I had to come back to get my bags that I left. And it was like, oh, hey man, I asked you a question. Why you gotta be a dick about it? And I was like, oh, well, I talked to this kid. And he was like, you talk to kids? And then it got weird. I didn't get the fuck out of there. So I just kept cartwheeling away to my car. Political system's a joke. Anybody in here gonna vote?
Yeah.
Couple people? Who we got? Who we got? What do you guys? Bernie? Bernie. No one? What'd you say? No comment. No comment. Okay, keep it to yourself, right? Didn't ask how many women you've had sex with, sir. It's okay. Don't tell that right away. Guys like guys like 30. Who do you vote for? No. Let's go too far. I see we're drinking. That's a good thing. Drinking, keep drinking. I'm a weed smoker. Anybody else in here? No? Just me? A couple people? Cool, maybe you can help me out. You guys ever... No, not like with that. I just have a question. I'm holding, don't worry. I have a question though. Have you guys ever gotten so high you just went to IKEA and pretended you lived there? Me either. I went there and I smoked a bowl in the parking lot, and then I went inside, sat down on the couch, and was like, fuck it, this is me now. I'm here forever. I noticed the subtle differences between alcohol and marijuana, though, and I'll leave you with this. Alcohol's like this, alcohol's like, oh yeah, man, see that girl over there? A couple of these, I'm gonna go talk to her. And weed is like, do you think she smokes weed? Who am I talking to? Alcohol's like, I love this song! And we just like, we're all gonna die. Am I dead? Alcohol's like, oh my God. Everyone's looking at me. And we just like, oh my God, everyone's looking at me. Do they know?
Okay, there's this girl that I work with, and she just had an incident report at my work because she tried to run down a customer with her car. Oh my God, so good. So I'm telling you, I can't say. What do you think? I'll give you one guess. Yeah, of course. Anyway, so she got a bit panicky at work and started writing resumes for another job because she thought that she might get fired, okay? And she shows me her resume. And Steve, are you still here? Okay, good. So she shows me her resume, and the first bullet point is that she's familiar with Word 2003. There's like Word 2007, you know, but there really isn't actually a Word 2003. And also, why would your first point on your resume be something from 13 years ago? That's so amazing. That's so amazing. The brilliant part is Stephen was there with me, my coworker, and that. And he's like, hey, Lisa, that's not even like one of the words. And it's from, 13 years ago. And she was like, fucking back off. Like, she was like so mad at me for getting like, later on she tried to run you down with her car in the parking lot. I don't know, but isn't that great? It's only the people that are going to try to run you over with their car is also going to get mad at you when you point out like how their resume is. Oh, and there's some people. It was so funny. He came over to me once and he's just like, oh, my legs are really sore. And Steven said that. And then she's like, stop talking about me. And he's like, please don't rub me down. It is sore. It is. I'm slowly going insane at work. I really. Came up to me, first thing she said to me on my shift was, oh, have you ever thought about waxing your mustache? Coworker. Yeah. And then I said, oh yeah, but like, it's just really hard because, waxing gives me acne when I do it and that's a lateral move. And then she's like, oh yeah, it's cool though. Like I wouldn't be happy like that. I live in not so vain, Michelle. He's like, oh, I try to fucking run someone down your car and get fired, bitch. Anyway. Alright, cool. I invited her to the show. She's not here, so I'm going to. Alright, we're going to keep the show. Okay, this lovely lady, I met her at my open mic last Sunday and she was happy enough to do the show. She's worked on some really cool stuff. She's worked on the Ellen DeGeneres show, Jay Leno show, and stuff like that. So I'm super stoked to have her here. Give her Beth Sherman, everybody.
That's how they passed it, isn't it? I didn't realize there was a dress code tonight. My Roman gladiator boots at home. Well, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I gotta get something out of it. Hi, millennials! Fucking it's so old. The good news is I didn't really wear any makeup or try, so that doesn't make me look older. Wow, oh my god. No. It's weird going out to shows now and realizing like it's just millennials and it's Saturday night and you guys leave the house. Outside and I said to someone like, oh, they're like, oh, what are you gonna do tomorrow? I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my like haircut and color. And she said, oh, what's your natural color? Gray. Weird generation gap of why would I color my hair if it okay? I mean, I'm not going to tell you how old I am because I'm a lady. I will tell you that I can remember when poor people were thin. And rich people ate gluten. Yeah. Oh, it was a magical time, boys and girls. Oh, the fun we had. I started looking, damn, I'm sorry, I don't want to make any fat, are there a lot of fat poor people in the audience? I know there's an RV full of them right outside. I know, I was going to say, I'm happy, I don't know where I am. Well, I like to go watch comedy in a basement on Skid Row. It's fun. Skid Row. I'm sorry. We'd have to go at least 3/4 of a mile to Skid Row. Go outside. We'll vape. That's woo. Because I want something that's just as bad as cigarettes, but not as fun as weed. I like my tobacco that tastes like marshmallows. Just vaping. I just. It just makes me tired. Vaping. That's fantastic. We'll go outside and then we'll hoverboard away. We'll go vote for Bernie. I can't shit on that. That's actually kind of a good idea. That's the thing about Bernie is that it's like the whole Bernie Clinton thing. It's like, you vote with your heart or your head. It's like the Oscar pool. I really, I want to vote for Kate Blanchett, but I want to win, so Jennifer Lawrence. Fuck! It's not even... Scalia's dead. But that's not I didn't make that up. That's millennials, so we have a... That's the CIA coming. Justice Scalia, he dropped dead today. Because it's Valentine's Day. I guess. No, he did. And Justice Scalia, in case you don't know, he's like just super crazy right-wing. Like he makes Ted Cruz look like Rachel Maddow. Like that's how. Although if you think about it, you put glasses on him, he does look like Rachel Maddow. But that's kind of separate. Ted Cruz is a guy who's running for president. Millennials. Wow. I go deep political around 9 o'clock on a Saturday. That's what people really dig. The political stuff. I've stepped in like 6 days. Tomorrow is my first Valentine's Day as a married woman. I got married about a year ago, and I'm married to a man. Amanda Macaulay, really cute British woman. She was right the first time. Totally right the first time. It's weird too, because like I don't really, I kind of do political stuff, and so I don't really talk about it. And I started talking about being married. And people just feel like they can come up and say anything to you. The other night, a guy came up to me and asked me what it was like to be married to a woman. I'll say it again. A man came up and asked me what it was like to be married to a woman. I don't know, pretty much the same as your experience. Fewer facts about the toilet seat. I don't know. We got married in Malibu. It was like a sort of a quick little thing, and we did just like an Airbnb house in Malibu. Millennials know Airbnb. But it was just like this we wouldn't have anyone come and stay and just make a weekend of it. So, because we people from all, coming in from England and stuff, and we got a 5-bedroom house in Malibu. That's what we wanted, but this listing said no parties. And I was like, oh, can I call you and explain? And the woman's like, yeah. And I was like, well, we're getting married. We're for 40 and 40. And like, what do you? And she said, well, so it's not really a party. And she said, yeah, but I don't like parties. Because, okay, last time Macklemore rented the house, I can assure you, my party will not be as good as Macklemore. That's who had the house before we did. But I like there's no parties. Some people like to rent a 5-bedroom house in Malibu and just read. That's apparently who's getting that house usually. And get in shape. Well, I didn't have to get in shape for the wedding. Really, we're both what are our fucking options? But she's younger and cuter than me, so I made an effort. But like friends are, you gotta try CrossFit. And they're gonna try CrossFit.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit. Yes, girlfriend. CrossFit. For a woman, it's like, oh, it's great. You'll have the ass of the 25-year-old, the back of a longshoreman. Oh, it's not. I'm gonna say it's not a feminine sort of profile that creates. Like Caitlyn Jenner would go, less lats. That's all. Just fewer lats. Talk more about politics. No segues. That's what I like to do. Sorry, I worked all day. Millennials, sometimes you get up and you go to a job, and it's not like a Uber thing. You don't just get in your car and pick up people. Wow, there was a turn. It was great. It was like, laugh at us. Fuck you, old lady. I got, the election is just, okay, so, I also started taking ADD medicine this week. That's not a joke. First week on amphetamines, anybody? It took me 43 years to realize I had ADD. You guys have figured it out in about 6.5 minutes. By the way, here's how you know that you are with the right person. Because a couple weeks ago when I started taking some online tests and thought, ooh, I might have ADD, I said to my wife, jokingly, but well, if I get something for it, like, will you still love me if I don't have all my quirks and eccentricities? And she, without a beat, said, probably more. It's a good thing. She said a cute accent, it's great. Next thing was something slightly less awkward. That's not. I've been on the road a lot, and now I'm bitching and moaning about LA, but truly, like, if you really want to love LA, leave it. Just leave it. I was in Virginia a couple weeks ago, at the state, and yeah, okay, you grown, but they left, so fuck. Fuck you. So I was in Virginia, and seriously, like driving down the side of the road, going DC to Charlottesville, and right down the side of the road there's a huge billboard that says, every abortion kills a child. Exactly. So I got out of the car, climbed up, I made it, every abortion kills a child, or your money back.
Oh, Elise. Walk away time to stand in for a character. You want to lean up against my corner and make out? So I was talking about phones. I just got myself a flip phone. Didn't have a phone for a while. It's got the Eiffel Tower in the background. Stop. Taking blurry selfies with it. One thing that sucks while I'm in the bathroom, I can't go internet, so I'm just sitting there playing ringtones. That dance sounds dope. I asked this girl for her number, she was like, you got a flip phone? I'm like, yeah, and it only holds 20 contacts, so I feel special. It's prepaid too, so if anybody want to call me, don't. I save my minutes. Send an email. But yeah, no, I am pretty broke right now. Like, thank God for dollar tacos, though. That's like all I eat. Like, I eat so much, I think about money in terms of dollar tacos now. I see gas prices, I'm like, shoot, it's almost 3 tacos a gallon. At least we're not working minimum wage, though. I'm like, I make 9 tacos an hour. I see strippers with all their ones, I'm like, dang, she get a gang of tacos. Wow, too. Parking ticket that day, I was like, man, what a waste of tacos. A friend invited me to a concert, he told me tickets cost $50. I was like, 50 tacos? You think I made it tacos, man? Oh man, I gotta get back to work. Time is tacos. I did buy some condoms the other night though. Like, I don't get why some guys feel embarrassed when they buy condoms. For me, that's like one of my most proudest moments. Lost a condom down on, guess who's getting sun tonight? Just put the dividers around to make sure everybody line knows my condom. She was like, you saw my, what else I need? Swipe my card, he asked me debit and credit. I'm like, credit, man. Get paid tonight, pay tomorrow. And he asked me if I need a receipt. I'm like, what, you gonna return these condoms? I don't need a bag either, I just put the box of condoms on my shoulder. I'm spending items all night now. Oh, chicks. Man, you don't try to say, man. Just I went to go watch a marathon last week. Like, it was pretty fun, I was just like cheering on all the runners, but one thing that kind of bugged me, there's some people that were just walking the whole way. And I was like, come on, we block traffic for you. Like, and then expect all of us to cheer you on. I was probably the only one there booing, and just like, boo! Pick up the pace. I was helping hand out water cups whenever Walker tried to get one. I was like, Other day I saw someone hire a skywriter propose to a girl, so like marry me, and I was like, oh, that's sweet. So like, what I want to see is someone hire a skywriter break up with a girl. Just be like, honey, we gotta talk. Up there. Spend like 5 G's on it, see that's official. If I ever get super rich, I'm gonna hire a skywriter to write out my daily schedule. What am I supposed to do right now? Oh yeah, that's right, go to the dentist. Thanks, skywriter. But just for a little side money though, I started making bootleg audiobooks. Just figured out, hey, I can read. Got a voice recorder, like, who don't want to listen to me narrate 50 Shades of Grey? With sound effects. And then on some of the books, I can play a beat in the background, like rap out the narration. The other night I recorded Great Gatsby opening paragraphs, like, turn that bass up. Boom, 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 in my younger, more vulnerable years. Father told me something that I'll never forget. People were like, damn, that's about bumps. You'll be at a party like, nah, put away at 50 cents. I got that new Scott Fitzgerald. Yeah, I grew up out here in LA, and I always hear people complain about LA is full of bad drivers, but I like that reputation. You know? Let them out of towners know these streets ain't safe. Driving around thinking you got the right of way, you gotta earn your right of way. I mean, the only time I use my blinker to throw people off, I'm just like. I ran 2 red lights on the way over here. In reverse. Whenever I see someone on a state license plate, I purposely speed up, cut them off. Yeah, that's right, Kansas, welcome to LA. Take the bus. You see? But I got arrested by, there's a lot of cops in LA, I got arrested by a cop on a horse. And I wasn't even doing anything bad. I was in a park after hours, all of a sudden he just comes riding up. Just looking all gallant. And I didn't have my ID on me, so then all of a sudden he just put me on the back of the horse and just got me. And that was like the first time I'd ever been on a horse. I was holding on to him, just like, the moonlight was shining down on us. Where do you live? I was like, I don't know, man. Just take me far, far away. The best nights of my life. I'm going to contest the trespassing ticket too, so we get reunited back in court. And an Officer Camelot. That's not my life. Yeah. Oh man. You guys hear about Flint, Michigan? People are scared to drink tap water now, but I still drink tap water. I don't care. I think all those chemicals are gonna give it a nice kick. You know? I drink it straight, no chaser too. Just go to the bars. You guys got any tap water? Tap on the box. That's my drink. I went to a party the night. They're like, yeah, the keg's back there. I'm like, no, just show me the kitchen sink. Drink it straight from the faucet, blacking out. I turned into like a tap water fiend. My mom got me a Brita filter. I was like, I don't need that. She's like, I saw you drinking from a sprinkler. I was just thirsty. You know? Not that. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. Thank you very much.
Because I was like, look, you're here last time, so you have to just have a completely different set than you had before. And I'm so impressed. I actually recommended that one joke about the plane that he has, where it's just like, pay $5,000. Like, imagine you're dating someone and you're in love with this guy. He's like, hey. And you look up and it says it's over, and he's like, I spent $5,000 on it. It's official. Like, I'm so devastated by that, but it would be so must say. Okay, but we're on our last guy. This guy, he's from Chicago, like Catherine is. I like people from Chicago. I don't know what it is about Chicago, but they produce good people. I think it's the winters. I think honestly the winter is the key to nice people. Like all of like Denmark and Sweden. Like when was the last time you met like a cunt from Sweden? It doesn't happen because you're all just cold and you're just like friendly and stuff. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but I think I read it on Wikipedia somewhere. So you know, it's not a Michelle original. Okay, we're gonna keep this show moving. This is the last comedian of the night, so give him your wonderful warm attention. Keep it going for Jay Washington, everyone.
Yay! Thank you guys for having me be the equal opportunity comic. I was like, oh, okay, I am the only black guy. And I'm going last. Happy Black History Month. So what the fuck way to put it? Give it up for every comic you've seen on the show. Dope spot. I walked in, I was like, oh, those are couches with sheets on. This is really somebody's home. Kick everybody out and go to bed after this. No, I'm just hitting lights and shit. Just turn that shit on. I hope nobody come in that door, I swear to God. I ain't gonna lie, Erin came in the door with Michelle, you thought she was scared. Somebody come in the door with me, I'm screaming like a bitch. I was like, what happened to Jay? He just went, ah! Like she said, I am from Chicago, man. I'm from Chicago, I just recently moved here. And I drove across country, yeah. Listen, we'll tell you about later. Tell you about the now. Cause like, I listened to my friends, my buddy was like, yo, you should take your car, but you should have your car. And this way you can see all the majestic sights that this beautiful land has to hold. And let me tell you something, if a friend ever tells you that you need to drive across country to see all the majestic sights that this beautiful land has to hold, you need to cut them off as a fucking friend. Cause you don't get that type of negativity in your goddamn life, okay? Ain't shit to see driving the fuck across country. You know what I learned driving across country? I learned that there's a couple states we can fucking get rid of, okay? Namely two. Nebraska and Utah, okay? Because the only thing Nebraska has going for it is Omaha, and we can throw that bitch in Iowa, okay? The rest of fucking Nebraska can disappear, and everybody else in the country be like, man, I still got Montana, Wyoming, who cares? Utah scared the shit out of me, because I was like, yo, this is where the hills have eyes happy. And I'm a black dude. We don't make it to the end of horror movie credits. Do you not understand how fucked up Utah is? There isn't a speed limit, okay? And people still manage to get pulled the fuck over. How fucking fast do you have to be going to get pulled over at a place where there's no speed limit when they tell you to drive the fuck through it as quick as possible? My biggest fear was that my car was gonna stop on the side of the road and all they're gonna do is identify a pile of bones and be like, yeah, this is a big Africanus niggerosis. We don't know. We're in his head. We think he had hopes and dreams. Like somebody chewed on the side. Like, look on that. Driving across the country, though, man, I drove to Denver, Colorado. I'd been in Denver before. Denver's a beautiful city, right? But this is my first time ever going to Denver where they had legal recreational weed. I don't think y'all understand how beautiful it is. Coming from a city where every drug transaction you do has to be done in silence and whispers, okay? Because I would walk up to people, I walked to this one dude in Denver, I was like, hey man, what weed at? He was like, the weed is over there. You some black fool. Drinking a glass of weed. The weed is over there. I don't know why I started sounding like Slade. You just have to be quiet. I was trying to make all that noise. It's going to what's going to happen. So where's it's legal. The weed is over there. Oh, okay, I'll go over there. I went into my first ever legal dispensary. My first time ever going to that. Let me tell you something. If you've never been into a dispensary, when you walk through the door, it's like a transformation. It's like you walk into Willy Wonka's fucking chocolate factory. Because after you go through the security check-in at the waiting room, they buzz you in, you go behind this door, and the receptionist, or bud tender as they call him, he jumps behind the counter and says, "You can have all this weed, you can smoke or you can eat it, you might fly until it trickle down and you may wanna cry, smoke a bowl, it gets gold." I was like, "Hey man, fuck all this singing, just hit me like cookies and cream marijuana bar, okay?" I've never seen cookies, cream, and weed in the same goddamn sentence ever in my life. Watch her, she's not jumped on this shit years ago, okay? I bought my first edible. And I didn't know there was portion control. So you keep buying goddamn edible, okay? I didn't know, right? Like I'm thinking like, oh, I gotta do this to fuck this up. Like dude was like, "Hey, listen, you can't eat all that at one time." I said, "Yes, the fuck I can. Look at me." He was like, no, listen. It's got 12 squares. You should only need 1 square every 3 to 4 hours. I said, "Fuck you, fam. I can eat 1 square every 3 to 4 seconds." He was like, no, you shouldn't do that. Before I let you finish making this purchase and walk out this door legally, I need to know that you understand this. I'm like, whatever, nigga. I understand. Come on. Understand. So I walk out the door, I'm like, fuck the dude talking about. I unwrapped it, and I ate half the goddamn weed bar, okay? Let me tell you something, I ate half of it, and I was like, you know what, I feel okay. I'm gonna walk through downtown Denver for a minute. And I walked around, and I was looking at all the beautiful sights and the colors, and I was like, man, this is wonderful, this is amazing. Ain't that little Oompa Loompas that came out of nowhere? They was like, yes it is, I don't know where we came from either. I was like, I shouldn't have ate this weed. All I know is we went on an expedition through Denver, we went and saw an Avalanche game. I don't even like hockey like that. We tried to jump on the court with the Nuggets. I was like, God damn, I'm gonna eat the rest of this later. Beautiful, man. I drove, finally got here, and I realized that you all have a real big homeless epidemic here. Like, I'm from Chicago, we have regular homeless people. Like, they may yell at you on the street, try to throw shit at you on the train, try to wash your windows down with some dirty ass water and a beat up water bottle. But you all got like homeless communities and cities and shit under the freeway. It looked like the beginning of Scarface. Like, I'm just waiting on 2 homeless people to go into it and one stab the other like, Rebecca! Like, Google the movie if you don't see it. Like, it's a special level of homeless that you don't normally see. Because I ran into one homeless lady buy coffee in a Starbucks, which first of all, that is not homeless people coffee, okay? That is way above your cup pay grade, okay? You should be in either Dunkin' Donuts or a goddamn gas station. I don't know what you were thinking. Like, you don't get those type of credentials. But she was in there with the 2K17 hover round. I mean, had brand new wheels on it and everything. She had some Bluetooth headphone speakers with no cord and an iPhone 6S. I was like, who in the fuck is her agent? I need to learn her Obi-Wan Kenobi skills because she Jedi mind tricked the fuck out of this being homeless game. That's a Star Wars reference. That movie made $1 billion fucking dollars. Y'all need to catch up. I'm not from here, so I gotta get used to certain things, like how people like to dress in what we call the winter. Like, people don't dress, you see how to do quotation marks, because y'all get a real winter out here. Like, my phone just told me it's supposed to be 86 degrees tomorrow. Granted, the first thing I want to do was rub my nipples in small semicircles, like, oh, thank you, Lord. Like, every time I say 85, I feel like I'm gonna come harder. Oh! Anything over 13, I'm like, oh! Warms up. Oh! But like, people in LA who are from LA, they're used to these weather, like, and they don't dress like the way you normally see people dress during the winter. Like, people are just comfortable wearing shit that you only was wearing in the spring and the summer. I walked up to one dude like mid-January. I was like, hey fam, it is January 19th. why the fuck are you so comfortable with shorts and flip-flops on right now? He was like, aren't you? Yeah, he bopped when he said it too. Aren't you comfortable with shorts and flip-flops where you're from? I was like, no. He was like, won't you wear it? I was like, listen, the only way you're gonna catch me with shorts on in December or January is if I got on shorts, tights, long johns, jeans, jogging pants, 4 t-shirts, a sweatshirt, a hoodie, another sweater, a coat, hat, glove, scarf, earmuffs, face mask, face goggles, sitting in the house with the heat on 90, in front of the stove with all 4 eyes open and the oven up on the 425 with 4 candles and a prayer blessing, and that's the only way I'm doing that shit in Chicago. Only fucking way. Big dude don't mean you just automatically stay warm. No. And I know I'm a big dude, not just because I look in the mirror, but because I realize I accidentally scare the shit out of people. I do, accidentally. Like I was at a bar the other day, minding my own business, right? This female, she turned around and saw me and was like, what the fuck is you running for? I'm trying to get damn strong. Shit like that. Because I'm a real cool dude. If you get to know me, I'm laid back like a chicken. I talk everything. Ladies are all soft and cuddly like a teddy bear. And I say all of that to say, the other day I scared the shit out of an old white man in the bathroom of a Starbucks. Now, it wasn't my fault. He didn't lock the door and I didn't know he was in there, okay? I didn't. Because I opened the door to the bathroom, he turned around and saw me, and every level of fear came over his fucking face, okay? Like 6 generations of racist shit he said at holiday dinners had come back to haunt him. Like his most fucking fear of running into a big black guy in a small enclosed space was about to fucking happen. Like every single episode of Oz he's ever watched. He just knew he was gonna get butt fucked in the urinal with his dick in his hand, because he stood there like, until I said with the softest and calmest voice, I'm sorry, sir, let me close this door. Because I don't need you thinking no shit like that. My name is Jay, not Adam BC. I'm not going to tell you to put your feet in my pocket. I'm not going to do that. So after he comes out the bathroom, I go in, I come out. I see him standing at the counter ordering his coffee, shaking his shit, talking about, can I get a tub, singing decaf. He gets his cup, goes and sits in the corner with the window, looking at the sunset going down slow, sipping on it and crying like this is the fucking Notebook, talking about, the big black guy was gonna fuck me in the bathroom. Sir, I am not about to butt fuck you in the bathroom of a Starbucks, okay? Would you like to know why? I am a gold level member here. Do you understand how much caffeine I had to drink to keep 5 fucking stars on this card? To have access to unlimited lattes, mochas, muffins, and scones at my disposal? If I'm gonna fucking rewards for reparations, it's gonna be rewards I don't give a shit about. CVS, Walgreens, JCPenney. I may decide to get bold and try to bum rush you in the Sporting Goods aisle of the Kohl's, but I'm not about to waste these valuable rewards trying to get revenge on your booty in the bathroom of the Starbucks, sir. The Amos is safe another week. Latte macchiato just came out.
And it was awful, but I feel bad for Dean because I'm always like, what if no one comes? He's like, they always come, but I'm always nervous. So each one of you made my night. You were a wonderful audience, and I hope that I showed you a good show. Have a wonderful night. This venue costs $150 for me to rent, and I don't want to charge anybody money because I feel bad. But I'll stand outside with a jug that I asked the bartender for, and if you want to throw in $1 or $2 because you had a good time, feel free. That's it. Okay, go.
Good job,